In this episode, we are going to go over the importance of your village, those people that you surround yourself by that you consider friends. Are they encouraging you? Are they inspiring you? Or are they draining you and making you at less peace than you deserve? If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I am Megan Bridgel, and I'm so excited that you're joining me today. If you are returning for yet again another video, thank you so much. You are appreciated. And everybody, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications. That way you are notified when new content is released. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into exactly what it means to have a strong and supportive village around you. And let's talk about, are these people drainers or are they chargers? What is the difference, and how can you make sure that you are surrounding yourself with the best possibilities that can come your way? I'm sure we've all heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child, but the same is true for your success and for your happiness. It is so important to make sure that your village is strong and supportive and surrounded with people who are chargers, they're battery chargers, as opposed to drainers and people who give you nothing but negative energy and bad things, when you should be surrounded by positive energy and great, successful, happy, and loving people in your life. I'm sure we are all also familiar with the saying, you are who you hang around or who you spend your time with. And while that can be sometimes not true in certain cases, because there are people who are strong enough to not be or become what their friends are being or who they hang around, it can also prove to be true. There's so many sayings about, if you hang out with 9 leaders, I'll show you a 10th. If you hang out with 9 losers, I'll show you a 10th. And that is just the case in some scenarios. Again, I know that there are people who are strong enough to not be encouraged to become what they're hanging around, but are you unintentionally and instinctively becoming something that you don't even realize because of who you're surrounding yourself by, or your tribe, or your village? So for starters, if you don't hear anything else this entire video, make sure that you remember the people around you absolutely matter, and they count towards your success. They count towards your future and your happiness and whatever else and great things you are hoping for in life. There's always 2 types of people in this world, okay? There are battery chargers and there are battery drainers. There are people who charge the great and the good things in our life, and there are people who drain those things out of us. So as you evaluate your friends or your family or the people that you surround yourself by, are you taking into account, are they a drainer or are they a charger? Are they beneficial to you? Are they supportive? Are they encouraging? Are they loving? Or do you just feel dark and alone and sad and uninspired and unhappy when you're surrounded by these people? That's a serious question that you really need to evaluate when you're considering your village. People in our lives can truly, truly lift us up and put us in an amazing space in our life, or they can drag us down. I mean, how many times have you heard about the unhappy relationship weight, or have you heard about the person who was in a toxic relationship, whether that's romantic or not? I've had so many horror stories about friends as well, or family as well, where that relationship was just very toxic and unconducive to an amazing and bright future for this person. So you have to really think about, are these people lifting you up? Can you mutually lift each other up? Because the friendship goes both ways. So are you able to lift each other when things are bad and when times are hard? Or are these people drainers? Are these people who just suck the life out of you, who take more than they give, who are not conducive to your future? Are these people who are dragging you down and bringing you down to their level? Again, I've talked about in the past that misery loves company, and that's absolutely true. So some people are our friends while we are in a bad place, and sometimes it's easier for them if we stay in that place, if we remain low and we remain miserable. But we all deserve and need friends who are going to lift us up, who are going to work together to make sure we mutually can get to a good place, who are there to support us when things are bad. If you're confused about who your friends may be, would your friends answer your phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning because you need a ride home no matter where you're at and come get you? Would your friends, put out money to help you during a hard time? Would your friends be there to console you when things are hard and maybe you're just having a really bad day and you just want to cry or be stressed out, or they just need advice? Or are these friends here for you? Not only are they here for you in your situation, but are they encouraging? Are they supportive of things that you want in your future and decisions that you make? Are these people holding you higher? Are they giving you more accountability because they believe in you and they trust you and they support you because they love you? You have to genuinely consider these things when you are considering your village, because you are surrounding yourself by happiness. If you surround yourself by good things and potential and people who have a brighter image of a future that you are also looking to be within, you will all head down this road of success and happiness. But if you surround yourself by negative people who you're consistently pulling up and they're not giving you the same energy, they're not pouring into you the way that you're pouring into them, and maybe they're not supportive, or they have, not earned your trust, or they're just not a good person, then you can also go down that route and you guys will stay in that position of where misery loves company. So it's important to remember that you have really got to consider these things. Is your circle motivating? Are they inspiring? It's great to have friends that we can learn from because none of us are perfect. It's great to have people that we can look up to. Even if you may be better in one area, they may be better in this area. You may have more in one area, but they have more in another. Are you able to look at your friends and know that these people are motivating and happy and loving and supportive, and they've got your back no matter what? Are they heading down a road of success and great things and happiness? Because those are the people who you need to surround yourself by. And when you look at people who are more draining and you're just not happy when you're with them, whether it's romantic or family or a friendship or whatever the case may be, if you are drained and miserable and unhappy and there's just more negative than there is good in that relationship, no matter what it is, why are you there? How long will you hold on? How long will you have these friends or these relationships when you deserve so much more? You deserve the right-handed with the great and happy things, not the negative and the bad and the just confused, miserable state of what we're considering a relationship. Having good friendships can be very hard. I can't tell you how many times I've thought that this person's going to be my friend for the rest of my life, and I'm going to be supported by this person because I pour into them so much, so they're going to give back to me. But they didn't. And a relationship was ruined, I was hurt, trust was broken. There was a lot of bad things that have happened in past relationships. So as I got older and I've got more experience with friendships, I did realize one important thing that I think is super important to remember for everybody, and that is just to make sure that you pour into what pours into you. You have to treat your non-romantic relationships the same way you would treat romantic relationships or family or whatever the case is. If this is a good person to be in your life and they're good for you, then it's important to make sure that you pour into them, you support them, you love them the same way they would do for you. My circle of friends and my people have gotten smaller over the years, but I am very, very grateful for that. I was able to weed out people who were not good for me, who were on the left playing field. They were negative, they liked the misery, they were not good friends. They were not going towards a future that I needed or that I wanted, but I was able to keep hold of the friends who were inspiring to me and that I looked up to and I learned from, and they were good to me. If I needed money, they would help me with money. If I needed a shoulder to cry on, they would be there. If I needed to go spend time just because I wanted to get away, they would be there. These friends that I can go to, whether we hang out consistently or we don't hang out, I know that at the drop of a dime, they would be there for me no matter what. And having that support means that I know I can pour into them because they pour into me. My friends that I have now, again, although my circle has gotten smaller, I am so blessed and so grateful for these people. And it has taken me a long time to wean out and to learn and to understand what it means to have a true, genuine friendship, and the importance of making sure that I have people in my life who are battery chargers. These people are able to charge me when I'm feeling down, if I'm having a hard time, if I need motivated, if I need support. They support me, they love me, they motivate me, they teach me. And I was able to just get further and further away from people who did the opposite. So with that being said, I now am able to give 100% and pour into these people because they love me so much, and I know that I can give to them what they will 100% give to me, what they have given to me, and that is a blessing. That is what everybody needs to find in their life. So I encourage you to just genuinely think about, are the people in your life encouragers? Are they chargers? Or are they discouraging? Are you miserable when you're with them? Are they battery drainers? Again, whether that is romantic or not, please take the time to evaluate this and know that it's okay to be alone. It's okay to step away from those friendships or whatever the case may be if it's not conducive to you. The number one message that I always want people to know is that you need to do what is conducive and best for your life now in the present and in the future. It's important to surround yourself with a village who is so loving and supportive and encouraging, and all the other words I've used during this video, because you need to make sure that you are heading down a path that is set up for nothing but happiness and success. That's all I want to come out of any of the videos. Any of the things I say is just for people to be the happiest version of themselves. And that does have a huge, toll, because based on who we hang around with, it does have a huge effect who you hang around with, whether you get those things and you have those things. And that is why I need you to evaluate the people in your life. Are these people good for you? Also, remember, it's important to grow, and part of that growth comes with a strong support system. I think I've talked about in the past, you guys know I'm obsessed with plants if you can't tell. And when you have a plant and it is given the right water and the right environment and it's given the right sunlight, it grows because it has the right support and the right love that somebody gave it to make sure it grew. But if it's given the opposite things, it's watered too much or not enough, or not enough sun, or whatever the case is, that plant will either be stuck in where it is and never grow and be bigger and bud into something better, or it dies and it becomes smaller and the weaker version of itself. And the same is with us, because we are who we surround ourselves by in most cases. If we have the right love and support, then we can grow and we can prosper and we can become better and greater and just happier generally. However, if you're not growing, then you're stuck, or you are becoming weaker and dying and losing so much more great potential that can become who you should be and the things that you deserve. So remember that it's important to make sure that you can bud. It's important to remember that you surround yourself with people who are conducive to that and who make it easier and a happier life for you to be able to become the best, healthiest, both mentally and emotionally and physically version of yourself, and that you are just good and that you're happy and supported and loved during your time that you have these friends in your life. Please make sure that you surround yourself with wins. You surround yourself with love and people who care about you and who will make your village strong, who will make your village an amazing place to be, because you deserve that. So if you haven't heard anything else, please just take the time to really write down or evaluate in your head, however you need to, who is in your life and what they are doing for you. Are they a drainer or are they a charger? I hope that this video helped. I hope that, at the end of the day, you just make sure you're surrounded by people who are supportive and loving, and that your village continues to prosper, and that you all head down a place of success and happiness and having the best versions of all of you, because your village is also their village, and I'm sure that they count on you and they love you. And again, that you pour into each other, because that helps everybody grow. We all want to become the best plants that we can be, right? It's important to make sure that we surround ourselves with people who provide that opportunity for us. I hope that you guys all have a fantastic week. Remember that you are so loved, you are appreciated, you are cared for, heard, and seen, and no matter what, you matter deeply to this world. I hope that you are able to consistently have great people in your life, and that your village continues to grow and prosper and be something so much greater than you can even imagine. I know that you have great friends, and if you don't have friends or you're confused about the friendships, then maybe it's time to just step back a little bit and reconsider them, because you deserve nothing but the best, whether that's romantic, family, friends, whatever the case is. You deserve it, and I know that you have it, and you'll continue to grow those great relationships. Remember that having 2 good friends is better than having 20 fake friends. So if that's all you have to remember that, and make sure that you also are that friend that somebody else can count on in their village. And you guys continue to help each other grow and be grateful for what you do have. I will talk to you guys next time. Please make sure that you turn on your post notifications and subscribe to the channel. That way you are notified every time new content comes out. Have a fantastic week, guys, and stay awesome.